What you looking at? Huh? Come here. Come here. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here with Cujo. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Come here. Come here. This big ass dog. This is Allie's dog. Okay. Thanks, Trey. Okay. All right. Yeah, we love you too. All right. Bye. Let me miss you. Where's the spray bottle? Okay. All right. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope you guys have had a great week and a great Friday. It is week number 8 of the NFL season. The season is literally flying by, and we have a huge matchup where two teams are beat down and trying to salvage their season. The Cowboys versus the 49ers. You know, a lot of people get my quarterback, and I'm going to say I'm a Dak Prescott fan. I make no bones about it. Let's be clear here. I believe in Dak Prescott. I think he's a good quarterback. We did our live stream tonight, and somebody said that, you know, with quarterback, you can't win a Super Bowl with a quarterback like Dak Prescott. And I said, wait a minute. I could hear you guys already getting ready with the comments. But I said, hold on. I said, let me ask you this. Let's say hypothetically, you took Troy Aikman and Dak Prescott, okay? Let's say with Troy Aikman, you got rid of Emmitt Smith and you gave him not just a bad running game, but the worst running game in football. And I asked you, is that going to win a Super Bowl with Troy Aikman? Okay, let's take the second thing. Let's say you take and get rid of, like, say, Alvin Harper. Now, you still got Michael Irvin, but you get rid of Alvin Harper, and the next guy up has a total of 560 yards. Your next receiver on your team in his NFL career has 560 yards worth of receptions. That's number 2. Your number 3 guy, he's got less than 150. Is Troy Aikman win a Super Bowl with that? And let's say we get rid of that great wall of Dallas that had, you know, like Eric Williams, Nate Newton, you know, Mark Spiknowski in there, you know, that great wall of Dallas. And let's say you take and put that offensive line that we have right now with 2 rookies starting on there and Terrence Steele, who got paid a little too much, and say, give all that to Troy Aikman, and let me ask you if you're winning a Super Bowl. Oh, and let me put in there, too, that the wide receiving core is worse as far as separation goes in the NFL. So you've got the offensive line that's giving up more pressures than anybody else. You've got that, this is crazy, the worst running game, and you have the worst separation. The funniest thing out here is Dak Prescott is the one who's saying, I've been average, and that's not good enough. I have to go ahead and be excellent. Right now, I take average for a running game, because that would, instead of being 32nd, might be about 15 or 16. Right now, I take average for wide receiver separation, because it wouldn't be the worst in the NFL. It'd be somewhere at least middle of the pack. Right now, I take average on my offensive line giving up pressures, because it's probably half the amount of pressures that we're giving up right now. Right now, I take average at run stopping, because when you're giving up 200 yards a game on the ground, that ain't good, people. That ain't good. Average would be great right now. The only person who's at average, at least, is the kicker is excellent, and Dak Prescott. And I say, you can't win that way. Now, be that as it may, the great thing about the NFL is not for long. things change quickly in the NFL. Minnesota, 2 weeks ago, looked like world beaters. But then they lose to Green Bay, and now they lose to the Rams, and all of a sudden you feel like, it's midnight for Sam Darnold, and his shoes, his glass slippers have changed. You look at Atlanta. Atlanta doesn't seem to be quite the juggernaut that they were the first few weeks. And maybe the Cowboys start getting on a roll. You never know, and that's the great thing about football. And you have to take advantage of opportunities. Now, the Cowboys, we're in a bad spot. I've given you guys my theory that the Cowboys are basically saying, Jerry, we're going to let you go out however you want to go out. If that's imploding the team, if that's signing players, if that's not signing players, Jerry, you deserve it. You are the guy that's made us worth $10.3 billion. You're the one who's the Hall of Famer. You're the one that's got the 3 Super Bowl trophies. You do you, boo, for however long you're still here. And after that, we'll pick up the pieces and we'll start over. I don't like it. I don't love it, but I feel like that's the way it is. Now, I feel like the Cowboys got a chance this week. Don't ask me why. Because San Francisco may be short on wide receivers. Debo may be coming back from pneumonia. Kittle has got a bad foot. And San Francisco can still run the football. And that's our weakness. But I think that actually the Cowboys, maybe they show up. At least that's my hope. All right, good people. We're working on, my apologies on the shot glasses. We've actually had the shot glasses and the stress footballs for a bit of time. But we've had some miscommunications between me and Michael. But you should start getting, some of y'all, the tailgate members and the super fans, you should be getting an email, which basically is the tracking information and stuff. I know cousin Eddie, I know because he responded and said, thank you, because he's got the email and he said, thanks, I see they got the email and stuff. So Mike is doing a bunch of those this weekend and getting them out and working on getting that together. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. Hopefully the Cowboys find a way to get a win and we can quash some of this noise and all the madness that is the Dallas Cowboys. Whew. Remember, good people, I've got something that's interesting to me because Monday night, I've said a couple times, and forgive me if I'm boring you guys with this, but it's really important to me as I sit here. This place, when we tried to save it, I never thought that this was going to be my place. I'm just worried about preserving it because of the history of it. And now that it's done, it's become, I feel like I've become part of the history of this place. And the city is recognizing us for saving this on Monday night. And I think there's about 8 or 9 of you out there that have helped with us for our brick walkway. We've gone through, boy, it's been a lot of work. Sometimes I come up with ideas and not realizing how much work it is. But we're doing a brick walkway to the entrance of the house that is literally a timeline. We're doing 8x8 bricks that have the year on them, like, the decades from 1810 to 2020. And on each of those bricks, we're putting like 4 significant things that have happened in the history of the country. And it's amazing because when Mary Bush, who's buried literally a couple hundred feet from where I'm standing right here now, this was all part of the Bush's farm. And they sold the land to a War of 1812 veteran, William Brown, who built this house as a school. And there's all this history and stuff with it. So we are, because there's so much history with this, and maybe this is selfish, part of the reason why I'm doing this is, all of those people that have been part of this house, the history of it, very few people actually know it. And so I know at some point I'll be like Mary Bush, who's buried over there. I'll be dead and forgotten. But I don't want the significance of this house to be forgotten either. And so we're putting a row of bricks that will be engraved with all of the different people that have owned. Every time the deed changed or something significant happened at this house, it being used as a hospital during the Civil War or the Battle of Waynesboro, or it was one of 71 houses when the city was incorporated, where the population was only 250 people in the town and things, to where the city bought it, when it became the Arnold House. All of those things will be on a brick that are laser engraved, that hopefully 100 years or 200 years from now will still be here. And people will know the significance of this. And so, for me, that's really cool. I saw where the oldest person in the United States passed away, and she was 115 years old. I know I'll never get anywhere close to that, but think about that. She was 3 years old when the Titanic sank. That is amazing to me. I say all this because we're only here for a short time. And you have to make the most of the time that you're here in trying to leave your mark on the world. And that's what I always try and do. Remember to tell the people you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again, and I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and maybe, just maybe, the Cowboys find a way to get a win. A much needed win. Peace out.